Hey folks, Mike Johnson here. If it's got wheels and an engine, you're in the right place. On this channel, we dive into car repairs, maintenance tips, and everything you need to keep your ride running smooth. If you're into cars and want to keep learning, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. All right, enough talking. Let's get into it.
P0126 is one of a small family of similar fault codes that reflect an engine running too cold. Find out why this code is defined and what signs to look for with this brief guide. What does P0126 mean? Diagnostic Trouble Code, DDC, P0126 stands for Coolant Temperature Insufficient for Stable Operation. This code is set when the engine fails to reach normal operating temperature within a specified time. The P0126 code is common in Mazda vehicles, although other vehicles may also define this code. In fact, Mazda has issued a few technical service bulletins dealing with this trouble code. About engine operating temperature and engine's operating temperature can affect its performance and emissions. If the engine runs too cold, not only fuel economy but also the mechanical health of the engine will be affected. Again, fuel economy will be reduced, but secondly, sludge can form in the crankcase on an engine that runs too cold for too long. A similar fate befalls mom-and-pop vehicles that run short distances and are never allowed to warm up completely. But most of the time, codes P0125, P0126 and P0128 are structured for emissions control. A healthy engine should run at least 200 degrees. Some vehicles don't even turn on their cooling fans until the coolant reaches close to 230 degrees. Please note that codes like P0126 should be addressed as soon as possible. Note, the definition of code P0126 may differ depending on the vehicle manufacturer. Consult the appropriate repair manual or repair database for the exact code definition. What are the possible causes of code P0126? In vehicles equipped with onboard diagnostics, OBD, trouble codes are set when the vehicle computer detects a potential problem in the vehicle. These codes can only indicate the nature and location of the problem, but not the exact cause. There are several reasons why code P0126 is stored. Here are some of the possible causes: faulty engine thermostat, faulty engine coolant temperature sensor, coolant temperature sensor electrical wiring or connector problem, open, short-circuited or high resistance, faulty intake air temperature, sensor low coolant level, defective cooling system, engine cooling fans, faulty PCM, defective foreign body in engine coolant, use of unspecified engine coolant, dirty engine coolant. What are the common symptoms of code P0126? Once a fault code has been set, the vehicle computer can send a signal to illuminate the check engine light. In many cases, this may be the only indicator of a potential problem. However, other diagnostic codes may manifest other symptoms. Below are some of the common symptoms you may notice if you're dealing with code P0126: a malfunction indicator lamp, MIL, or check engine light on, abnormal temperature gauge reading, heater not working, vehicle stuck in limp mode in some cases, fuel consumption may increase in some cases. There are no noticeable symptoms present. How to diagnose code P0126? As mentioned above, there are many possible reasons why a fault code is set. This makes diagnosis and repair time-consuming and sometimes difficult. In fact, you may misdiagnose the problem. This can lead to more expensive repairs in the future. Many misdiagnose P0126 as being caused by a faulty engine cooling fan or internal engine problem. Others may even conclude that the problem is a faulty engine coolant temperature sensor without performing a thorough diagnosis. Before attempting to diagnose the problem, you may wish to consult the Technical Service Bulletins, TSBs, dealing specifically with the trouble code you have encountered. These service bulletins contain repair information for problems common to some of the manufacturer's models. How to repair code P0126? Achieving an effective, long-term solution to trouble codes depends on two things. Firstly, you need to pinpoint the root cause of the problem. This is a challenge for many, as there are many reasons why a trouble code is stored. Secondly, you need to consider that vehicles are not manufactured in the same way. Terminology, components, and repair instructions vary by manufacturer. The solution to P0126 on a Mazda 3rd of May not work to solve the same problem on a Toyota. That said, repair manuals and databases can help make troubleshooting easier and more manageable. However, if you're not sure how trouble code repairs should work, or if you're not confident in your repair skills, you can always ask a mechanic or certified technician to do the troubleshooting for you. Other notes on code P0126. If you own a Mazda, the code P0126 may sound familiar. That's because it's a common problem in some Mazda models. In fact, Mazda has issued a technical service bulletin to solve the problem. Mazda Technical Service Bulletin SA 03520 was issued on March 11, 2020 to address engine code P0126. The specific models affected by this issue are the Mazda 6 2018 to 2020, non-turbo, and the CX-5 2018 to 2020, non-turbo. The bulletin suggests replacement of the engine coolant control valve as a possible solution. However, other potential physical problems may also be present, so you should not immediately rule out other possible causes. Correct diagnosis is always advisable if you encounter motor code P0126 on other makes and models. In conclusion, understanding fault code P0126 is crucial for maintaining your vehicle's performance. This code indicates that the engine coolant temperature is insufficient for stable operation, which can lead to various issues if not addressed. Regularly checking your coolant levels, ensuring your thermostat is functioning properly, and monitoring your engine's temperature can help prevent this problem. If you encounter this fault code, it's advisable to consult a professional mechanic to diagnose and resolve the underlying issue effectively. By staying proactive, you can ensure your vehicle runs smoothly and efficiently. Thank you for watching, and drive safely.